Ladies and gentlemen, we'll start with a press conference. Please sit. It's the people moving. All right. Please, we'll start with the press conference. So we'll ask you to sit and to take your seats, please. Ladies and gentlemen. One more time, sorry. We'll start with a press conference. So we'll ask you to sit. Thank you. There's more people coming. The press conference. All right, please, a bit of silence. We'll start the press conference. I'll ask you to take your seats. Please, thank you. So welcome to this press conference on the occasion of the Global Gateway Forum. It's a pleasure to have you here in the room. We'll start shortly with an introduction from Commissioner Sikela, and then we'll go directly into some Q&As, and then there will be a signature ceremony for different projects. So I will call Commissioner Sikela on stage to start the press conference.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for attending today's press conference and to listening to my very, very, very long speech. No. The Global Gateway Forum is the culmination of months of work and field engagement. Since taking office, I have visited 25 partner countries across Africa, Asia, the Pacific, and Latin America, meeting political leaders, businesses, and communities. And most importantly, I have seen Global Gateway in action, learning what works and identifying what must be improved. My vision for the next steps is clear. I want Global Gateway to be a geopolitical tool that ensures our external action reinforces our internal objectives. At this forum, we can see that it is possible. The high-level presence and the spirit of cooperation in every hallway and meeting room confirm what I have witnessed on my missions. The demand for Europe in the world is strong and is increasing. Europe is recognized as a reliable partner that builds fair and mutual beneficial cooperation. This forum demonstrates the power of Europe's offer. There are more than 1,200 participants, 12 heads of state, more than 70 ministers, and over 150 senior representatives of European companies have gathered here in Brussels to strengthen their partnership with Europe. As Team Europe, the European Union, its member states, development banks, and private sector, we have mobilized over 300 billion euro in investments under Global Gateway. This shows how strong the global demand for partnership with Europe truly is. But demand is only the first step. Now we must deliver. We must turn the projects we have designed into tangible progress, new jobs, better healthcare, cleaner energy, new opportunities for our companies, and reliable supplies of critical raw materials. To achieve this, we need to work even more closely with Europe's private sector because it is business that creates the value that drives growth. And this is only business that creates the value that drives growth. When I speak to European companies about how Global Gateway can support them, they often mention two things. First, they need clear information on how to present their projects and request support. And second, they want to know what kind of support they can obtain and from whom. That is why we have created the Global Gateway Investment Hub. It will serve as a single entry point for projects prepared by European companies and investors. It will also work as a counterpart to the Team Nationals, our member states, institutions that gather proposals from the private sector. The hub will receive projects, evaluate them, and, when eligible, develop them further. In this way, the hub will make Global Gateway simpler, more transparent, and more predictable, with clear criteria for project evaluation. We also wanted this forum to be about projects themselves. There are hundreds of them across the world, and I have visited many of them personally. Only in September, I saw the progress we are helping to bring in Namibia, where we are building Africa's first large-scale green hydrogen and green steel industry. In Costa Rica, we launched a project to electrify public transport that will benefit more than 3 million people. And in Papua New Guinea, I focused on the modernization of Rabaul Port, a strategic hub for regional trade that will now be more resilient and sustainable. To make sure the Global Gateway Forum delivers concrete results, we have organized a session focused on 12 flagship projects. Each of them will move a step further during these days, and I am pleased to announce that several important signings will take place right after this press conference. The overall value of investments that we will announce for DG INPA amounts to 3 billion euro. Ladies and gentlemen, this forum shows the power of Europe's offer. Global Gateway is strategic, reliable, and ready to lead by example. It shows that in a world of uncertainty, Europe remains a force for partnership, progress, and trust. It reflects our ability to turn our values and expertise into action that delivers real results for both Europe and for our partners. When we invest abroad, we drive development, strengthen stability, create opportunities, and reinforce our own competitiveness and security at home. So, thank you very much for your attention, and I am now ready to take your questions if you have any.
Thank you, Commissioner. We'll now start the Q&A session. So before you ask a question, I would ask you to say your name and the media outlet you work for, and then we'll take your question. Do we have any questions in the room? I don't see. There's one here. Yeah. will you give the mic?
Hello, Mr. Shikela. I'm Quentin Voluet. I'm a reporter with Jeune Afrique. My question is about this morning, President Ursula von der Leyen told us that the target of 300 billions of dollars of euros, sorry, of investment for the Global Gateway have been over-targeted. I wanted to have a focus on this figure, but for Africa, where are, at which level did you target it, or yes, where are you in Africa?
Yeah, as already announced, we basically reached our target till 27 already now, so 300 billion plus 306. And I also learned that we are increasing the target until 27 to 400. Of course, we have our plans where to invest and how to invest. So basically, the half of the amount was preliminary intended to be invested in Africa, and we are also fine with fulfilling this target. And when it comes to, I would say, redistribution of the moving target, of the increased target, this is something what we will discuss, and therefore also the proposal of the new multi-annual financial framework should bring more flexibility in the horizontal and in the vertical way, because as we already said, the projects, this is a project of co-creation. So this is a basically joint effort of us, of the Commission, of the member states with our partner states to identify the best investment opportunities with the largest impact, mainly for our partner countries. So, but we understand our priorities, and we will basically adjust the increased target based on these priorities.
Do we have any other questions? Yeah, over here.
Here, okay, sorry.
Hello. Olivier van Beemen for Follow the Money. What do you consider your single biggest success story within Global Gateway on the African continent?
Well, you know, this is the question from which perspective you see it. Yeah? We have small results with a huge impact for people. The off-grid electrification of the simple houses in Namibia, I think the impact for the community there is huge. The 700 hydrogen high qualified jobs we basically prepared, tailor-made with the industries in Namibia, which will, for these young people, for the new generation, ensure that they will leave the education, the mining university or technological university, and they will go directly to the companies, basically to practice what they learned. I think this is a very positive message for them and for the future. Nachtigal, the hydropower electro station supplying more than 10 million people in Cameroon with a clean energy. Digital center of the most modern generation in Mauritania. I think the message for the beautiful country of Costa Rica, that we will basically electrify the public transport, not only in the capital, but also train connection between the cities in the country where basically traffic is an issue, is also a very positive one. But there are Rogun in Central Asia, the biggest the biggest hydropower electrostation, or the tallest dam, 380 meter, basically with high quality European technologies, is also a game changer for the electrification and also for the water management in the whole region. The satellite connection of the 3 countries of Central Asia, which will basically allow internet access in mountain regions for villages and schools, and will allow the countries to control their own data by technologies and satellites provided from Europe. I think this is also a big step forward. And I can continue about the submarine digital cables connecting the continents, or about the green corridor, which should connect the Lake Kivu area and capital of Kinshasa with production of sustainable agriculture by protecting the biggest rainforest part of this planet in the Virunga region. These are only the few examples. And to be very honest, I cannot say which I like the most. I like all of them. And I am just looking forward to onboard a new project with the same impact.
Very good. We'll close the Q&A session, and we'll move now to the other part of the event, which is the signing ceremony. So thank you everyone for your questions and participation. I will ask, sadly, to the people in the first 2 rows to move, because we will need the space for the photographer. So I will ask you if you could perhaps take some other seats.
But not the signing.
Sorry?
No.
No, then we need... Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, just to move to some other seats. The first 2 rows, we will need them for the photographers. Yeah, please, thank you.
Okay. You good? Very good. So now we'll start with the first signature ceremony. So I would just give the instructions so we can do it in a very smooth way there. So I will be calling all the names of the representatives who will be signing the board. We'll give you some pens so you can also sign the board. We'll start first with the first signature on the Memorandum of Understanding between the EIB Ministries of Energy of Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan on the Kambarata hydropower plant. So for this signature, I would ask to come on stage the president of the EBRD, Odile Renaud-Bassot. The Minister of Energy of Kazakhstan, Erlan Akan Kesnov. Sorry for mispronouncing your names, I'm trying my best. It's coming after. Yeah. Sorry, and then the Minister of Energy of Kyrgyzstan, Taleikbek Ibraev. The Minister of Energy of Uzbekistan, Yurabek Ms. Masmudov. And then also Director General of the EIB Global, Andrew McDowell. And also, finally, the representative of SDP. CDP, sorry, apologies, CDP. And finally, this, so the signature will be witnessed by Commissioner Sikala. You can sign the board now. You have pens. Yeah, very good. Name or institution name? Very good, thank you. Now we'll move to the next signature. So now, one more photo. Thank you very much. So now we'll move to the second signature. So now the second signature will be about Vietnam Just Energy Transition Partnership Implementation Package. And for this signature, I will call on stage Commissioner Sikela, the Deputy Prime Minister of Vietnam, Bui Thanh Son, as well as the Vice President of the EIB, or the EIB representative. I will also call on stage representative of KfW, representatives of FD, and representative of CDP. Okay, I'm going to scream like that. Very good. Sorry, I will ask everyone who is on stage now to remain on stage, because for the next signature, we'll need you as well. You have the pleasure to sign twice. So everyone who was on stage before, you please come back for the next signature. So now we'll be signing, there you go. We'll be signing the Asian Power Grid Joint Declaration of Intent between Team Europe and the Asian Development Bank to scale up to support to Asian Power Grid. So on stage for the signature, we have Commissioner Sikela, Vice President of the EIB, representative of the EIB, Vice President of the Southeast Asia and Pacific, Scott Morris, as well as representative of the KfW, AFD, ADFI Management Company, representative of CDP, and a representative of FMO, the Dutch Entrepreneurial Development Bank. And this will be witnessed, so this signature will be witnessed on stage by the Deputy Prime Minister of Vietnam, Bui Thanh Son, the Deputy Prime Minister of Cambodia, Sok Senda Sophia, as well as the Deputy Secretary General of ASEAN, Mr. Sanvinder, the Deputy, and also the Executive Director of the Asian Central for Energy, Mr. Dawood Razid, and finally, also the President and CEO of Cofidis. So a lot of people. Thank you very much. Now we'll start with the fourth. So it will be the signature of the MAV Plus, investing in Africa's health sovereignty through strategic partnership. And for the signature, we have a long list of people joining us on stage. So we'll start with Commissioner Sikela, with the Vice President of Ghana, Jane Nana Opoku Agyemang. Sorry again for mispronouncing your names. I'm trying my best. Minister of Budget and Economy Planning of Nigeria, Mr. Abubakar Akitu Bagudu, as well as Minister of Health of Rwanda, Dr. Sabine Nzimana. Yeah, people are coming. I will also be calling the Minister of Science, Technology and Innovation of South Africa, Dr. Dambinkosi Emmanuel Blade Nismade. I will also be calling the Director General of the EIB Global, Andrew McDowell, as well as representatives of the KfW, MedAccess, representative of Expertise France, representative of BMZ, of GIZ, representative of DIENG, and representative of the AECID. And the signature will be witnessed on stage by a representative of the coalition. Representative of the representative of the head of delivery unit of the Ministry of Health of Senegal. And then finally, this signature will be witnessed on stage by representative of the Coalition for Epidemic Preparedness Innovations, as well as representative of the Gates Foundation. Yeah, please. Thank you very much. Now we'll move to the next signature on the Lobito corridor from tracks to transformation, connecting markets, empowering people, and unlocking growth. So for this signature, I will be calling on stage Commissioner Sikela, the Minister of Agriculture and Forestry of Angola, Isaac dos Anjos, the Minister of the Republic Democratic of Congo, Minister of Commerce, Julien Paluku. I'm also calling Minister of Finance of Zambia, Mr. Sintu Beku Misoko Tawe, as well as the Vice Minister of International Cooperation of the Netherlands, Steven Collet. I'm also calling on stage representatives of Invest International, Go Congo, Trademark Africa, as well as representative of GIZ and representative of UNIDO. Thank you very much. Now we'll move to the next signature. This one on the regional electricity integration in Latin America and the Caribbean. And for this signature, I will be calling on stage Commissioner Sikela one more time. The Director General of the EIB Global, Andrew McDowell, the Minister of Energy of Chile, Diego Pardo Florenzo, Minister of Mines and Energy of Colombia, Edwin Palma, Minister of Energy and Mines of Costa Rica, Franz Tattenbach, Minister of Energy and Mines of Guatemala, Victor Ventura Ruiz, Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs of Panama, Carlos Guevara Mann, the Deputy Minister of Energy of Paraguay, Mauricio Perazno Marti, I will also be calling Engel Cardenas from the Development Bank of Latin America and the Caribbean, Gisela Sanchez from the Central American Bank of Economic Integration, Matthias Bendersky from the Inter-American Development Bank, Guido Maiolini from the Organization of Latin America for Energy, and I will also be calling a representative of the ICE, KfW, GIZ, representative of Expertise France, representative from Spain, from the Ministry of Economy, representative of Cofidis, representative of CDP, and representative of AICS. And I think I didn't forget anyone.
There are still people which are not on the stage.
Yes,
We're waiting for them.
in America crowd. Venga, vamos a aplaudir aquí, hombre, que sí, aquí, más animados. Siempre, venga, empezamos a firmar. Venga, el banco, el BID, venga, empieza a firmar, anda, el BID. The Inter-American Development Bank. Push him to the start.
You need to align them on 2 rows because they are too many.
For the picture, you mean?
Yes, I
Okay.
can either do it.
Yeah. Well, you can do it. Yeah. Go for it.
No, tengo familia. Había pensado en unos primos que tengo por ahí. I know the guy who knows the guy. Muy bien, somos los más. Pero mira que everyone loves it.
Yes.
Todo lío. ¿Ves cómo te
Loving it. Yeah. You want me to pick one? Okay, let's do the last one.
This is done now.
No, there's another one.
I was saying that all the directors pushing for this thing, they will make a line now. So you can expect something good.
Are we good? Thank you very much. Now we'll move to the final signature. So now we'll be signing on the Global Gateway Green Shipping Corridors. And for this last signature, Commissioner Sikela, please. I'll also be calling on stage the Minister of Energy of the Republic of Chile, Diego Pardo Florenzo, the Vice Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs of Panama, Carlos Guerrava Man, the Ambassador of Panama to the EU, Mr. Enger Yera Diaz. I will also call on stage representative of the general representative of the Spanish Air and Maritime Transport, the Secretary General, the President of Puertos del Estado of Spain, the representative of Port of Algeciras, as well as the CEO of the Center for Zero Carbon Shipping, Mr. Bo Serup Simonsen. Thank you very much, and this concludes our signature ceremony. Thank you, everyone. Not second time.
What's going on?